So, hello, welcome to how to boost your testosterone in the new school method that doesn't shrink your junk downstairs. Because everybody knows steroids, stay away from steroids because, like, who wants their junk shrunk, right? I don't want my junk shrunk because, like, when your junk shrinks, you have less sexual desire, you have less, like, potency. Like, you think if you want to have kids and you shrunk your junk, you might not be able to have kids. Like so, like the irony of the whole thing is like people used to think steroids, yeah, like let's become a huge man. But then, like, what's the most important part of being a man? Like your malehood just like disappears, right? That's the irony of steroids. These new steroids, they don't like they don't do that. They do the opposite. They make you grow downstairs. Like the new type of steroids, not steroids, new supplements. They're not steroids. New supplements make your genitalia overproduce down there. You produce a lot of testosterone, and they grow. So instead of losing libido, instead of like becoming like a eunuch, you should become like a super male. You become I prayed to God about this. He guided me to this stuff because I would try to do Samson mode. You see, I'm growing my hair out, and when the hair gets long enough. I want to donate to Locks of Love for the cancer patients, and then I'll just cut it and do the results pictures. Like, I'm not really that buff right now, but like, I used to be, I was sedentary for like 25 years, right? And like, just making video games, playing video games. Like, I just sit around and do nothing, right? But now I've been exercising, I've been slapping on muscle. Like, it doesn't look maybe not noticeable to you, but like, compared to what I was, like, it's huge. I got huge progress in 2 to 3 months. So, like, these supplements will like raise your testosterone and, which means like you have more presence of mind. You look around the room, you can tell what people are thinking, their emotions, how they like what their emotions are. You want to play poker, get some high testosterone. You can read people better. This is not like made up stuff. You can read on scientific journals. What else it do? It makes you feel confident, The high testosterone makes you feel confident. And like I said, raises your libido. This stuff, if you take it, your libido might be like go 10 to 50 times more than it used to be. You'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is doing that. And like your body's gonna like just like start your like your muscle. You make form a muscle, you might just feel like pleasure. Why would my muscle feel like pleasure? It's because these supplements make you like into a primal male. So I'm gonna read this thing. And after I'm done reading this thing, let's make notes of what I want to cover. Let's see. Cover my supplement page. This guy has awesome stuff. You can read it right here. Silo tips, download 101 ways to recruit testosterone. Like he has some stuff that's misinformation, but most of his stuff is pretty good. So supplements, other things to avoid, and like cigs, and you don't want to do cigs. Cigs shrink your junk. If you take nicotine, even vaping, your junk's gonna get shrunk, and it might still feel good, but you don't know what you're missing, right? So avoid cigs, avoid lack of sleep, avoid stress. All right. So anyway, so as I just for my things to cover this just for like notes. Okay, so let's see what this guy's saying. I just skimmed this article earlier. I'm just gonna do like a thorough reading of it. Uh, the feminization. Okay, let's see. Testosterone. If you're curious, like, um, okay, 100% strength standards. Chapter one, cruciferous vegetables. So it's like cruciferous vegetables are like I think that's what broccoli. Let's see. Cruciferous. Let's read what cruciferous. Oh yeah, broccoli. I don't know what this stuff. Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and cauliflower. These are very male-oriented foods. You eat these, you're gonna get like hair on your chest, and you'll get like you'll be more male. Like people don't know there's some foods that like women probably want to dodge, eating. Right? It's like this. I mean, the thing is like women like want some testosterone because just like the males, it increases your drive. But if a woman takes too much testosterone, they start getting like they start growing a beard, and they start like talking really deep. It's like, and their genitalia actually gets funkified. Like, I mean, like, not in a bad way for them, I guess, but like, it just like, it says like, it grows it down there. Like, he's like, I don't know, like, we don't want women getting too male, but like, so, like, women should stay away from the testosterone, like, in mass, and dudes should stay away from the estrogen. That's just a general thing. There's estrogenic vegetables too, like strawberries and something else. Like I like strawberries, but like I cut them out when I found out they just boost your estrogen. So all right, so let's go back here. So cruciferous, so broccoli. Oh yeah, he's talking about it. Yeah, these It reduced estradiol, which is estradiol is estrogen 2, E2. Um, so I just eat more broccoli, more Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. So fruits, apples. I don't like to eat an apple per se. I like to get apple sauce because when you get an apple, that's not like you don't know if it has pesticides on it. So like why would you want to eat like an apple? Even if you wash it really good, some of the pesticide might still be on, right? You don't want that at all, right? So like I get applesauce. It's easier to eat. Apples you have to chew and it gets in your teeth between your teeth and stuff. So you get applesauce. It's pretty cheap and just you can down some applesauce a day. Bananas are good. They're very cheap. These are extremely cheap. You get like you have $1, you can get like 5 of them at the store, right? Just always have bananas on hand. Always have some bananas on your table, and try and down one a day. So you're not always in the mood for banana, but like maybe sometimes you're in the mood for 3. So like just keep them around. They're really good. Let's see, blueberries. What's he say? What about blueberries? Um, I like raspberries and blueberries. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so grapefruits. You know what they say with grapefruits? If you go with Viagra, which is a bodybuilding supplement in itself, like a low grade one, it's not like a major one, but grapefruits will enhance that. Okay, so it's a grapes. Grapes are unique. The big comes to the skin. So okay, so grapes have testosterone boosting on their skin. This stuff is legit. Like I mean, I take these I take the supplements. I've been boosting my testosterone for about uh, 9 months now, and I feel amazing. Like I feel like crazy, amazing. My libido is like 30 times more, and sometimes it's 50 times more. Like it's just out of the bark. I have more pleasure. Like I'm building muscle. I feel more male. Like I feel primal. Like there's some things I can't even explain. Like my voice gets deeper, and like my hair's growing in hard, like thicker. It's like you become like a super male, right? So this is really important to do. Everybody wants this. Everybody as a dude want to do this stuff, right? See, vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C. See what's this? Magnesium. Yeah, I take CMA, so I don't need more magnesium. I'm just reading. I'll end up eating more broccoli and cabbages. I think after this in general, and cabbage is fun. Some cabbage doesn't have much of a uh, I like to eat like bean burritos, but like cabbage is like it's not very filling, right? I don't like cabbage. I don't like the flavor of that. What's it called you know, like cabbage is like you eat it, right, and then like you're hungry like 3 hours later. So it's like not something you always want to do. You want to mix it with stuff. Okay, fish. I take fish oil, omega-3 fish oil, right? It's proven to increase testicle size. It does. It's like so you should be taking omega-3 pills. That's one thing you should be taking as supplements. And the thing is, like, people are like, why do you want your like testicles growing? Like, it's because it's actually in the medical journal that like testicle size are related to your mental health. The bigger the testicles you got, the more healthy you are. So like people who smoke a lot, their testicles shrink. People who are sick, their testicles wither. You take the steroids, you wither. It's like, but if you take these things, they're gonna make you into a super male, and your genitalia is gonna grow. Like I'm not even lying. Mine went. My berries are 500% bigger than they were when I started this stuff. I mean, and they're still growing, dude. I wonder, like, where it stops growing. Like, I know, like, you take enough steroids, your junk can completely disappear. You could like end up with nothing in your sack. It's like so like there's no limit to like how much you can shrink. I don't know what the limit is on how much you can grow. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a fun thing. Okay, lean organic food, organic eggs. Should be excited about this stuff, man. People don't even know. People don't even talk about aphrodisiacs. Like, oh, it's a myth, and that's not true. And the medical science is like, we don't know what this is, but like, if you take this stuff, you'd be like, oh my God, where does it even come from? How did I miss this? And I said it was from an answer from a prayer. Like, God, I was walking in the garage one time, and I heard a voice that said, hey, pray a selfish prayer. I'm like, well, God, I don't pray selfish prayers. I don't pray selfish prayers. And he's like, no, you have to pray a selfish prayer. And I'm like, okay. I'm just gonna keep walking. He's like, I'm gonna send a big light so you know it's from God, and you better pray a selfish prayer. And I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna leave the garage because like I don't want you blowing out a light in the garage and get in trouble with my family. Yeah, oysters are zinc. This is how they found out. Like, you ever heard oysters are aphrodisiac or like shellfish aphrodisiac? It's true. Zinc would do it. You want to take about 40 milligrams of zinc a day. So anyway, I walk outside and I'm expecting when I look up in the sky, I want to see like a shooting star because like God said to send a light, He's gonna send a thing. So I'm like, okay, God, like infinitely more than I want to pray the selfish prayer. I want the poor to be fed, sick to be cured, good people. Do the selfless stuff infinitely more than stuff for me, right? And like so I'm looking up. I'm looking up. I'm expecting to see a shooting star, and while I'm looking up, I hear a voice. Anything you ask for, you will get. So like instead of like thinking about like some sort of selfish prayer and being really scientific and like thinking about something really awesome, I just went with the basics. Asking for like the like like a wife and loin blessings. I haven't got the wife yet, but like the loin blessings like you know like they're real, dude. like, I mean everything like I don't know. It's been answer prayer. This is answer prayer. Uh, I think God promised me a wife, but maybe I don't know. Maybe like I would maybe like I don't know. But like I definitely have loin boosting. Like I'm helping you boost your loins too. So we're just reading through this guy's guide, and he had a lot of stuff that's like accurate. So like I said, if someone has a lot of accurate things like in theology or like in like science and stuff, and they know a lot of things that like a lot of people don't know, then like if they tell you something that you never heard of before, they probably know what they're talking about because if they know if everything if they agree with everything you have to say on everything else, they say you know what you like Led Zeppelin, you like Boston. Have you ever tried Rush? I never heard of Rush. It's like, oh, you probably like them. It's like so there's people like who know you like and they have the same knowledge set as you. You should take their advice more often. And you don't always want to take everybody's advice. I've taken some bad advice in life. It's really screwed me up pretty hard. So my best advice in life is this: don't take everybody's advice. So cortisol. Oh, it inhibits cortisol. That's actually good to know because sometimes when you're boosting up your testosterone boosts and boosts and boosts, and your body just like wire mania, and you go like really fast. But then like, you come crashing down, and then cortisol comes in. That's when you feel your heart feels like a little painful. You got a little like a throb in your arm, and you just feel like stress. The stress hormone. People, the stress hormone. You had it. So like it's like because like it's like stim. You play StarCraft, you stim yourself. That's what cortisol does. It like makes you go on push on when you don't want to push on. So it's not good for you to be on cortisol very much, but it's good like in an emergency fight or flight situation. To, like burn yourself down to escape a bad situation. So like this, it's nice to know if you feel your cortisol flaring up, go take some garlic. Okay, so onions. So celery is good for you. That's good. Celery, sweet onions. Whoa, 300%. Wow, 300%. Wow, that I like to put onions on my steak. Well, that's nice. That's good to know onions. Dandelion root. Oh, blood flow, bowel flow, inflammation, excess. Increase on. Oh, dandelion root. Okay, good to know. Like this I'm just reading this stuff to kind of go. Ginseng, you don't like. Here's this guy's wrong. Like the ginseng will improve your libido more than anything. Like Panax ginseng, you take it, you'll be like, wow, like sex feels completely different. Like it just feels like amazing. Like where does pleasure come from, right? That's ginseng. But the problem is it has estrogenic properties. Like the scientific journals say, like dudes taking it can get gyno and et cetera, et cetera. So this is I'd say ginseng is like like I would recommend that for females. Dudes just stay away from ginseng. I know it's really tempting. It feels really good, but you want to stay away from it. So Milk Sister says, liver function, oregano. The only thing I know about oregano is I always hear it's like what people try and like pawn off as fake weed, right? Oregano lower. This is good. I'm not like I'm just like mentally noting this stuff. I'm not writing down the stuff I'm going to change my regimen and stuff. But like you guys should do that. Rosemary, sage. And antioxidants. You don't want to do too many antioxidants, right? Because like antioxidants are basically like they let your system go like a little bit smoother and like lower your stress. So like if you take some antioxidants are good, but if you take a ton of antioxidants, it's like how much grease do you need to put between the gears, right? So just like antioxidants. So you don't want a ton of these. Uh, okay, do this. Antioxidants. Antioxidant. Yeah, so you don't want too many. This stuff's the bomb. Tom, like it'll make your heart race, right? But like it'll also make you feel really, really good. Like this is like the biggest testosterone. This is one of the best. Yeah, it's aphrodisiac. Yeah, you take 10 dog elite, you're gonna be like, boom, you're gonna feel like amazing. You're like your eyes are gonna wide open, and you're gonna be like, wow. But the thing is, I can take Source Naturals Tongue elite. It's like a 200 to 1 ratio. But the problem is the pill's too big in dosage. Like if you take the whole pill, your heart will start going like dangerously fast heart. Like I had my heart was racing for like 3 hours. I had to Google how to like lower heart rate. You splash water in your face if you have a high heart rate and stuff. But like I almost had pre-ops and like I almost had to go to the doctor because like I almost had a 4 hour erection from that stuff. I mean this stuff is powerful. This is like your weapons grade powerful stuff. Tonga elite. You gotta get the right kind. Like Source Naturals is good. Some Tonga elite is just not as good as stuff. But like I'll give you a link to my supplement page afterwards. So vascular function. So this is just vascular. Vascular. If you want to increase your vascular, you want to like it makes your veins widen. It's good for workouts. It's not super good for testosterone, but it's good for your workouts. So you can take like either like L-arginine, L-citrulline, or you can take Viagra for like that type of stuff. Or like you said, like you can probably look through these foods. If you don't want to go out and buy some pills, you see some foods that like increase your flow, your blood flow. Organic olive oil. I don't like fake gods, man. Like there's a true god. Like you attribute your stuff to the true god, but like other than that, like you can't agree with everything someone says. Testosterone. Okay, I haven't like learned about quinoa. Like this guy has me interested. Like I mean, it says zinc and magnesium. Like I already take CMA. Like but I want to read more about this. Rice germ, wheat germ, whole grain rice. Wait, okay, let's just read. I'm just skimming too fast. Uh, germ. Okay, so maybe that's rice germ. So I'm actually gonna like how many vitamin C? Well, but I already have vitamin B6 and say like you gotta be careful you don't get too many like see like you might say well this boosts testosterone but then like none of your things have vitamin B6 right and then you're gonna like overdose on vitamin B6 instead of like helping you it's gonna like take you down so you have to do like it's like playing a puzzle you need a little bit of that a little bit of this you want your vitamins I go with men's Vitafusions I take some folic acid let's just run through my things and I take some ZMA so like the Vitafusions have like 8 milligrams of zinc and the ZMA has 30 milligrams you take 3 of them and then the ZMA, the zinc, it produces like like we just talked about selfish. It proves your like genitalia and your libido and everything, and makes you produce more, makes you more fertile. You want to like impregnate your like wife. You want to take more zinc. It actually it helps your immune system. All the leaders of the all the leaders of the world right now. You do look on the internet. And all the leaders of the world are taking zinc now. So what you do is you take 40 milligrams of zinc, and you don't like take milk or calcium or no milk, calcium or copper within 2 hours. But like say 40 milligrams of the thing, and then like 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, whatever later, you take your 1 milligram of copper. Copper is like estrogenic, but like it helps your nerves. Like if you take all zinc, you're gonna start getting this crazy headache. Your spine will start feeling like it has like a, like pain in it. But if you take the copper, you're fine. You need some copper to balance out the zinc. Um, I take creatine that just turns your testosterone DHT. The big one to take is tribulus. Tribulus, you can take a bigger dose than what they suggest. They always say like 750 milligrams, but I go up to like 5,000 milligrams sometimes. But if you go too far, you start tripping out a little bit. So you gotta make sure like you don't ride the edge. There's a couple of dangers of like getting too much boosted testosterone. Like if you get so much boosted testosterone that you're like your betas through the thing and you're super primal, when you sleep, you're not gonna like it's not gonna go down. Like it'll be up all night. And like if you have night preopsum, you can go impotent off of night preopsum if you let it go on long enough. You like the first time it happens, you have to call a doctor. Like or like I mean, not really. You kind of monitor it and make sure it doesn't happen again. But if it happens the second time, you have to call a doctor. You get night preopsum because like like a 4 hour erection. Like, you go to the doctor, right? I mean, it sucks because like they put like a needle in you and stuff. I want to avoid that with everything I can. But like when you sleep, you could have like a 10 hour, like 8 hour, like and boom, you just kill yourself down there. So I mean, if you start getting symptoms of night preopsum because you boost your testosterone and libido so crazy high that you're just like an unstopped wired machine, set your alarm for every 3 hours. If you wake up, you're there. Try and get it down, and then like set it for another 3 hours. Get through the nights until that danger stops happening. Let's see, we got white grain rice, treats the testosterone. I like white grain rice. You know what? White grain is satisfying. I like to have it with my sushi. I like to have it with my Chinese food. I like to have it with my chili. White grain rice, that's good. Whole oats. Okay. Arginine. Okay, that's good. See, Arginine is that like we are talking about. It's like Viagra. It raises your nitrous oxide, makes your blood flow to your veins better. So it's good. So we got boosting supplements. So branch chain. Yeah. Okay. I've taken COA before. I had to read into it. I don't not taking it right now, but it felt really good when I took it. But I read something on the internet. I forget why I took it off, but I don't know. You have to research stuff. Anything what you do is you go on the internet and research like you research what's it called hold on, I have to pause this. I have to hit the restroom. Be back. That I like to edit it out, but like one of the side effects of these supplements is it makes you piss like a racehorse. Like all of a sudden you're like, boom, I got it's gotta go, because it's like it turns you primal, man. It's just you get your body urges are like become like a stronger force in your system. So that you always want to pray that you have better resistance against sin. Don't fall in temptation of porn or like worse, like sleeping around. So pray to God that you find a wife, and have faith in them. I have a book called The Supernatural Bedroom, www.supernaturalbedroom.com. Let's add that on here. Uh, it's the power of prayer. Like I came across these things by prayer. So it's okay. So anyway, CLA. Like I said, I took CLA. It felt fun, but I read about it. I forgot what it was. I have to read more about it. CLA. If you want to read about your supplements, you want to go to Google and you type in the supplement name, and then you type like estrogen or something, and then you type the supplement name like testosterone. You type supplement like testes size, like does it grow it, does it shrink it, Then you go to like Google Scholar and you do the same thing. If you get good at it, you'll start learning all the search terms to search to like scientifically know what's good for you and what's bad. Because like you don't ever want to take something that has any estrogen at all, right? Because like it fights against like your growth, like it fights against your testosterone. You want to take all of these boosting and stuff, and estradiol like inhibitors and estrogen inhibitors, because it turns you primal, man. Okay, so anyway, let's see. I don't know what I tried D-aspartic acid. Okay, this stuff is crazy. It boosts both your hormones of your testosterone and your estrogen. It always feels like when I take D-aspartic acid that it kind of like mellows me out. Like it almost like it lowers my libido. I know it works on some people, but like everybody's body is different. And D-aspartic acid just doesn't work with me. I mean, it has crazy amounts of like testosterone, but it also has other hormones and all sorts of weird stuff. And okay, so I stay away from D-aspartic acid. You can try it, like see if it works for you. It didn't work for me, but I'm not going to tell it it's not going to work for you. But fenugreek, no dude should ever take fenugreek. Okay, you know what fenugreek is? This is it's trying to sell. They're just trying to sell supplements by calling it a testosterone booster because it does like a teeny bit of like testosterone boost, but what it really boosts is prolactin. And prolactin is the chemical for women to start lactating and get boost breast size increase, right? So dudes should not be taking like big prolactin, and it has other estrogens in it. This is a woman. This is a woman libido booster. Like if you want, like for some women, like they take this fenugreek, their bust size goes up by like 2 cups, while they're taking it. Like this is no joke. Like so, like dudes should stay away from this. Like this is just a misinformation. He has it wrong here. This stuff right here. Um, I don't know. It's like a libido booster. It's like a testosterone booster, but it also makes you feel kind of weird. Like almost not sick, but like not nauseous, but like I see. Just increase your nitric oxidase level. This nitric oxidase levels can be increased by L-arginine, L-citrulline properly, but it has other things in it that's not really good for you. It's not bad for you like this stuff, but I always feel like I take it. I kind of like my rhythm's out for a couple of days. It's also called epidedium. If you want to buy it and like have the bottle on the shelf and people go horny goat weed, they laugh at you, but like that's what I said, nosy guests buy the bottle on your bathroom counter. It's like you should get the one that says epidedium. What's a resveratrol? I never heard resveratrol, red grapes. Okay, so it's saying red grapes. You don't want to take alcohol in general, right? Like you no, you basically want to stay away from like alcohol. Like even if you boost one way, alcohol like lowers your testosterone. So for it. Sting and Elder Roots, I just got this recently. It does what it says. It lowers your it lowers your estradiol, right? You take this with a thing, you get a higher maximum testosterone because you're not fighting against it. Like I know this is working. I won't get into the reason why. I don't want to weird this out, but like Sting No Roads, you want to get those. I should add my thing, and like I said, Tribulus terrestris. I was talking about this earlier. This is your meat and potatoes. This thing is gonna make it makes your brain say, just keep making sperm. Like, just don't stop making sperm. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Like steroids, if you take steroids and you're just jacked up on steroids because you put like horse like testosterone in you, like a big like freaking like what do they call it, syringe of forced testosterone, then like your body's like, you know what, you have too much testosterone. We don't need to make any more yourself, and that's why it signals your balls to like stop doing anything, and then they shrink into nothing. You don't want your stuff to shrink into nothing. That's how you lose like fun in bed, right? Matribulus does the opposite. It says just keep making, making. So like your fun in bed becomes like huge, like it like and like I said, it also increases the size of your berries on your rod and berries because it's overproducing. Like just like cereals will shrink them, this stuff will grow you, and you can actually take a bigger dose than they suggest. They always say 750 milligrams. You can take this up to like 5,000. You just watch yourself not tripping. Like it'll blur your vision a little bit if you take too much, and so vitamin D, we know this is the sunlight chemical. You want to take some sunlight, vitamin D. Take some D12. If you have to. And all these vitamins they get in the Vitafusion. We're talking about. See, I say ZMA. Okay. Oh, it's conclusion. So it's over. His stuff's over. So yeah, ZMA is good. I'd rather take ZMA than zinc. Might as well take the B6 and the magnesium because magnesium helps you sleep. And when you have like a jacked up testosterone, you have almost like it's called mania, and it's like it's the cousin of nymphomania, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It also makes your food taste. So your sex feels better. Your food will taste better. You'll actually enjoy your food more. Like I was eating like a ham sandwich the other day. I'm like, oh my god, this tastes like prime rib, and like my body's like shuddering, like how good this is. I'm like, dude, I'm just eating a ham sandwich. But like this stuff will increase your enjoyment of food. Binge drink, yeah, binge drink. You don't want to binge drink. Alcohol lowers your thing. Birth control, like I don't know why a dude would be taking a birth control pill. Carbonated beverage. This is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I try and stay away from I try and stay away from carbonated, like the old heads, like from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Go party, you're out in a park with like your family, and there's pop everywhere, and everybody's just drinking pop. No one said like this stuff's bad for you. It's not as bad as cigarettes are for you. Like you can have a pop now and then, but like you don't want to have a pop all the time. Um, so I try and lower your carbonate and like drink less high fructose corn syrup, but like definitely stay away from like the fake sugars like saccharin and stuff. That's bad for you. Um, uh, okay. Let's see. Drinking out of plastic bottles. Xenoestrogens. I need to read about these things. This is actually why I came up here. I need to learn more about xenoestrogens because they're in lots of things like your deodorant. If you don't get like like a special type of herbal deodorant that like doesn't have like aluminum sulfate and stuff in it, like or aluminum whatever it is. It's bad for you. Aluminum build up in your system and does estrogenic and damages your body. Like just you don't think like putting deodorant on is like killing you, but it is. So you have to get like a special deodorant that doesn't have aluminum salt, whatever it is. You just look for, if it says aluminum on it, just don't buy that. Just throw it out. Like get like I bought like with Tom's like it smells good, But anyway, excessive sugar, that's the same as carbonated beverage. You want to stay away from that. Getting stressed out, yeah. If you're stressed out all the time, you ever hear a guy like in at work, stop riding my balls, boss. You're riding my balls. Because they can. They like the boss. Your boss has the power to like reduce your like reduce your drive to like make have kids. It's like because like stressed out will like reduce your testosterone, which in turn like shrinks your testicles. So don't get stressed. Try to be chill. Like that. Like life should be about chill and trying to help people. Okay. Heating up food you process. Yeah, you don't want to like yeah you don't want to like you don't want to like microwave with plastics, herbicides. Yeah, that's why I say like when I buy my applesauce, I like applesauce over like apples because apples have like pesticides on the outside. So even the best, you can wash an apple for like 4 minutes and still have pesticides on it. So just applesauce, like you just eat it instantly. It's like it's super fast eating. Enough sleep, yeah, you gotta get enough sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, your testosterone will hurt. It's the same as it's like just a different version of stress, right? Not having enough sleep, and it's bad for your testosterone. Magnesium and the ZMA will help you sleep because, like I said, testosterone is going to boost you. You're gonna have mania. You're gonna be up. You're gonna be up. You're gonna sleep a lot less. And medical society says mania is not a bad thing. It says like a lot of people would like to have mania because like mania gives you greater enjoyment in sex, greater enjoyment in food, and you get more accomplished. You need less sleep, and it's not. There's nothing like bad. They've done researched this for like over 50 years. Okay, definitely you stay out of like the hot tubs. You want to stay out of hot tubs, and you can actually, if you want to, you can ice them down sometimes. If you ice your stuff down once a day, that'll increase your testosterone by a whole lot. It just takes time. And this is why I came to read this. Estrogen, commonly known as paraben sulfates, propylene glycol. Okay, let's read this. We're now going to read an ingredient list. So, let's see, propylene glycol, water, sodium lauryl sulfate, glycol distillate. Okay, that's kind of close to glycol. Sodium chloride, zinc carbonate, sodium xylosulfonate, um, aminochrome, coca, benzene, fragrance. Okay, sodium benzenate. That's nothing. Uh, guar, hydro, magnesium carbonate, citric acid, sulfate. So we're gonna look up glycol distillate and see if that's Xeno. We're just gonna Google that real fast because like it's in my thing and I want to see if it's So what's it called? How would I type it out? This is how you do it, man. If you want to research this stuff, you just type in the stuff and like Google and Wikipedia and that help you out a little bit. You don't get it from many sources. Obviously Wikipedia might tell you to like eat like poison. Like it's called Xeno what? It's xenoestrogen. I'll see if it's a xenoestrogen. I'll just stop taking my shampoo. I'll have to get new shampoo if that's the case. Uh, I have to. It's again glycol, like the single word. I have to make it a full word. So it doesn't seem like it's a xenoestrogen. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna keep using my shampoo. All right, let's get back to the thing. You should. You can't hear. Hopefully, I didn't. Everything I said was like not muted. Oh, you can. I can hear it. It's on your side. Maybe I'll mute the stream. Okay, so let's go back to this. So smoking. Yeah, this is definitely the thing I want you to come across and to stop. Like, don't smoke tobacco. Don't vape nicotine, because when you smoke tobacco and vape nicotine, it does the same thing as steroids. It shrinks your junk. People might go, "Oh, sex feels better because it's a stimulant, right?" Well, just take coffee, man. Like, you don't like it actually doesn't it feel better. It feels worse because you're missing a lot of like potency down there. Like, it's just like steroids. The less testosterone, the smaller your testicles are, the like less enjoyable sex is. The bigger your testicles are, the more enjoyable sex is, and it's a fact. It's a fact. So like, so you don't want to smoke at all. Like, it shrinks your junk, and everybody knows it causes cancer. It makes you look old earlier, yellows your teeth. No one wants to be around you. You know, smoking's bad. I mean, like, weed's okay, I guess. Like, I mean, like, you don't know like what weed will do. They don't know long term. So they haven't studied a lot because it hasn't been legalized. You know, so they don't know. But like, you know, don't smoke tobacco at all. Like, if you enjoy life, don't smoke. Smoking is like like slow suicide. You want to stay away from it. So like, you know, don't eat soy. You know, no, sorry, soy's bad. Soy was supposed to be the food of the future. Remember in the 80s they were saying, "Oh, soy is the food of the future. It's super cheap, has lots of protein, and everything." But it's like it androgenizes people. It estrogenizes men. It makes men into like women men, girly man. Be like, I'm Hans and I'm Franz and I'm here to pump you up. And then we're doing that right here. We're pumping you up, man. Like, I wouldn't tell you like about like awesome stuff. But yeah, you don't want to be a girly man. Stay away from like soy. Like, McDonald's got a lot of flack from it. They try not to tell if they even have soy in the food, but like if anybody's burger has soy in the food, it's gonna be McDonald's. So watch out for that. I try and get Burger King and Wendy's and stuff, but like, just stay away from soy. Don't even use soy sauce, right? Nothing with soy. You want to stay away from it. It's the food of the future. Like, you look in the fields around, you probably see soybean like plantations for like years, because they're all over here too. Like, they used to just be corn, now it's like soybean because they export it and it sells really well. But like, just because other people are eating it, you don't want to eat this. This turns into like a lady folk, like or impotent. You know, sunscreen with oxygen. Okay, that's good to know. So what void sunscreen with oxybenzone, whatever that is. Toothpaste can shrink. Trisculan. Let's see. I want to look at that. See if my huh. So I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read that. See, I'm gonna later on. I'm not gonna pause the stream right now and go run down and read my toothpaste. But that's what I'm gonna do after I stop this recording and I got this YouTube video. I'm gonna check that. And we talk about xenoestrogens. Uh, yeah, like, what you do is you don't have to like eat salads nonstop. You don't have to be like a vegetarian, eat tofu and that. Like, just eat your normal pizza, your burgers and everything. But add, like, add the ones they said, like, cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage. If you add that to your stuff, you're gonna thing. Add like bananas. Add applesauce. You don't have to like take away what you normally eat. Just like force yourself to eat a little bit of fruit here. It's just like, it's just awesome. Selenium levels. Okay, well, that's interesting. Organic pesticide. Yeah, that's what I said. Pesticide free pro. You don't want to eat an apple that has pesticide. We covered that 3 times. Um, well, it's funny is like the stream's been on for 12 hours and I fell asleep with the stream on, so it doesn't count. It's not a big marathon, bro. It's 5 hours, 6 hours sleep. Yeah, sexually. Uh, it's yeah. It's like dicey. If you can trigger your dopamine, the trigger, and, like, if you can trigger your dopamine, the trigger, it triggers, and it's like it actually boosts testosterone. You don't actually want to like use porn and stuff and like sin and do that stuff, because like when you do that, you lose God's blessing. But like, just feeling okay, feeling okay about yourself. You don't have to like even touch yourself, just like feel okay. Okay, well, keep a positive attitude. Yeah, you know what? Depression has been like the testosterone. The devil wants you depressed, right? And God wants you stoked, man. God wants you to be hyper. He wants you to be primal male, man. Like, if you are, man, if you're a female, go with the boost, the bus boosting supplements. They're good for females. Better meditate, crunch, only drink purified water, optimize vitamin D, protection against competitions. Oh, competition. That's cool. Like I compete on League of Legends. Like I didn't know League of Legends boosted my testosterone. That's pretty nice to know. Sleep in the nude. You know. Oh, you should wear boxers. It doesn't say wear boxers, but okay. So we went through this guy's stuff. He had a lot of information. Like a lot. This is like a you should check this guy out. It's like a lot of information. Like I said, some of the stuff's wrong. Like dude should not take fenugreek or not ginseng. Um, but let's go to my page. This is probably the supplements page. Crystal Fighter. Supplements. And then like here, this is the one you want to go to, the Bell Quick Reference Guide. This is my basic stack. Like I explain why this stuff's good and why you don't want to take it all at once. You order all this stuff at Amazon. You don't just want to pop all the pills at once because if you feel really sick, you don't know what caused the sickness. So you want to take one a day, and then the second one another day, and another one another day. ZMA is fun to take right off the bat. Take a ZMA and a Tribulus, and then you put Toggadoleo on top of it later, and the copper you don't want to take near the zinc. It all explain. This all explains itself on the thing on this page. And then there's the female ones. This is actually interesting because we were just talking about all these male testosterone boosters, but there's female libido ones that'll literally some women not every woman but a lot of women taking this stuff, their bust size will grow by 2 or 3 cup sizes. Their booty will grow by a couple inches or half a foot. It's like it's like boom, they slap out the butt and slap out the bust, man. And a lot of women like that type of stuff because you attract dudes. Dudes like that big bust. I like big busts. I will not lie. I like big butts. There's that too. There's a song made by a guy, wise man of the '90s. Can actually say see, this will make you feel really good as a dude, but it does estrogenic. So this is good to take for women. Panax, black maca. This stuff's powerful, dude. I took this stuff because it was touted as a testosterone boom. It raised my female hormones so much that I had a bouncy chest that day, and my butt felt jiggly. I'm like, what the hell? This stuff's terrible. It's super. This is super feminizing. You stay away from this stuff like the plague, but give it to your girlfriend and watch her have trouble putting her bra on. Damian leaves. This is almost it's like a people like this like weed. It'll cool you down. If you take too much of it, it'll make you trip. But if you take just the right amount, it boosts male and female libido, but it has estrogenic properties, so dudes should stay away from it. And fenugreek we just talked about, it make you smell like maple syrup, and it's for dudes you should get the man boobs and stuff. Anyway, so anybody's body's different. What's worked for me? That's what works for me, and just try it. A little bit at a time. So here's the random dangers: gynecomastia. You don't want man boobs. If you boost testosterone too much, you get belly fat. Turns into estrogen. That can be man boobs. Prolactin can cause man boobs. You want to stay away from all that. Night preoption, like I said, we talked about this before. This is a deadly one. If you boost yourself, you're gonna be addicted to libido boosting. You're gonna be oh my god, testosterone boosting. This is addicting. I'm a primal male, and I want more, and you'll be want it so bad that you'll try to boost yourself to the maximum. It's just a natural thing. Not all these herbs that you want to take more of. The Tribulus is the only one you really want to take extra of. If you take too much Toggadoleo, your heart's gonna go. But thing is, if you take your herbal extreme, you'll get you'll be so primal and super male that you can have night preoption, okay? And that's terrible. You've heard if you have a 4-hour erection, you don't want to you go to a doctor, right? You don't want to just man that on yourself, because you damage. You don't want you don't want to mess with erectile dysfunction, man. That's game over, man, for your sex life, right? So if you have an erection 8 hours as you sleep, that's super bad, right? And you'll know you had it because you wake up and it'll hurt. You wake up with a hurt, and you'll be all right once, but you don't want to have it 2 or 3 times. They say if it happens once, you even contact your doctor. But I say if it happens once, what you should do is set your clock for every 3 hours and wake up during the night. Make sure it doesn't happen again. And then you just drop your you try to ramp up your testosterone to the maximum. You hit your maximum, drop it down. Maybe take your supplements in the morning so the chemicals and stuff aren't in your system. Hormones aren't raging when you go to sleep. Have it when you wake up, and then you crush the day, and then you go to sleep. So you figure out what works for you. It's really good to maximize your thing, but you don't want to over maximize, so you're a raging chemical hormone machine that you're so primal male that you can't shut yourself down. And then we talked about cortisol. You want to stay away from cortisol. And like there is this danger of archimelic gigantism. Like some of these supplements cause HGH, human growth hormone. Like so, like your hands and your forehead, and like your hands might grow, your forehead might become like caveman. You should basically just before you take the testosterone, I mean these boosters, measure your hand from like wrist the thing, and if you start seeing archimelic, like maybe back it off a little bit. It'd be tough to back off too though because the stuff makes you feel good. Like I'm not even telling you, I'm not gonna lie. And then you wanna like lack of sleep lowers testosterone, stress lowers testosterone, tight briefs lower testosterone. Like you don't want you want to just get boxers. And I like on my page I have ones I like. I like Hanes and these good. They're both nice and soft. And then like here's stacking, because you gotta have like a way of doing it. Like if you don't want to take all the pills at once, if you take all the pills at once, you don't know what the cause would cause the problem. So if you do one at a time, you'll see if you're allergic or whatever, So you want to get the full stack about what I have up here. You want to take all this stuff, man. You take so let's see here. What is this? Tribulus. You want to take one a day at least. I take two or three in the morning and like two in the evening and like two at night. Like so, like I think between 5 and 7 a day. And these are like there's 1,000 milligrams double up, so like they're 2,000 milligrams. And like the recommended medical journal says only take 750, but they don't know what they're talking about. You can take up to 5,000, 7,000. Some people take like 8,000, 9,000. You can crush this stuff, and it makes you feel amazing. Okay, so this is the one you can like crush, but don't start it out hard. And what happens is you take too much of it, you might start tripping and like et cetera, because you can get ill effects from any of this stuff. Take too much. Like we'll review Tonga Lee once again. Tonga Lee, you don't want to take the full pill. Nibble off a quarter of it. If you take the full pill, you're gonna have a heart problem. You're gonna have heart problems like temporarily. ZMA like because it'll make your heart rush for like 3 hours. ZMA, this is good to take. This is just standard stuff. This is the most tame stuff ever. Like it's just vitamins. Zinc, magnesium, aspartate. Which is B6. But it's really good because it helps you boost testosterone really well and makes you feel good. It's aphrodisiac. And the copper, counterbalances the ZMA and the zinc. You don't want to take the copper within the Vitafusion or the ZMA because they both have zinc in it. Take the copper 2 hours away from the Z this. Take 2 hours away from your ZMA and your Vitafusion. And also when you take your zinc, don't drink milk within 2 hours. No dairy. All right, what else we got? This is just this one's the nitrous oxide building like thing. It's nice. I like it. It it makes you feel good. And obviously there's creatine. Everybody knows about creatine. Um, converts your testosterone DHT. So in terms of like secondary male hormone, secondary male characteristics, this is good for dudes. It makes your muscles bigger. And then there's Clomid. This one's tricky. You have to buy it through this like this really shady. It's not shady. It's just really like online pharmacy, right? And they have hugely good customer support. That's why I like them. They'll let you like even Bitcoin buy it if you don't want to put it on your credit card. But a Clomid, like you want to take 50 milligrams of Clomid a day, it raises your maximum testosterone level because it's an estrogen inhibitor. If you don't get Clomid, you have to find an estrogen inhibitor somewhere else. And I like it because it's really easy. It's really cheap. They're like $1 a pill for 100 milligrams. You take half a pill a day. It's like 50 cents a day. That's like nothing for how good. This is like the most premier bodybuilding supplement there is, Clomid. And like I said, the problem with this website they're buying, it takes like 3 to 5 months, like sometimes 6 to 7 to get your stuff. So it takes forever to get it, but like it's worth it. Like this stuff's awesome. These guys are awesome. That's why I promote them. I don't even make anything on them guys. And then like you said, the Vitafusions just cover your like borax and like folic acid and etc. And if you want to, you can take folic acid, biotin, and a couple other things. Like I think some of the things I take is like the stinging nettle root. I take some I think grape seed extract, pine bark. That stuff has like estrogen, like reducing stuff. I can't really think about my stack right now. I have so many pill bottles I go through, and it makes you. But I mean, like when I was young, I used to never want to take a pill. Like, well, I want to take a pill. It's like it messes yourself up. But like if you think every food you take has like chemicals in it, or like you just don't know, right? So like it's just good to get the right nutritional supplements into you because like I said, it makes you feel like Superman. So we went through everything. We went through everything. That's a conclusion. Check out this mental health reference guide. Buy all these stuff. Start taking it. One at a time. One a day. Don't add everything in one day because like if you're allergic, it's good to know what one triggered you. So you can back it off, and then you get your stack going and have fun. Like read it. It makes you have a lot more fun. Like that's it takes you a primal male, man. Or like this, like I said, females to turn into like a primal like sex bomb female. Like the secondary sex characters just flare off. Huge boobs, huge butt. Thin waist. It's like what woman doesn't want? Like yeah, I guess there's some women that don't want to be chesty. I guess, but like dudes, it's like get the big berries down there. And have a lot of fun and like into when your libido is like 30 to 50 times more, you feel good all day. Your muscles feel good. You just feel good. You just like life turns into like heaven. You feel like you're like existing in another plane of existence outside the suffering of the world. And you're just like you yourself are in this like paradise. You're living in your own personal paradise. And that's what these things will do to you. I hope you enjoy them. God bless. I'm going to post this on YouTube now. All right, so we're gonna post that on YouTube. Start recording again.